where it's been painted here. See that?
Mm-hmm.
That, I mean, that's obviously what I was talking about.
Okay.
There was something there, now it's not.
Okay.
And you
Yeah.
can tell there's been a little cosmetic repair there.
But I mean, if you're not fixing foundation, that's what you do to sell a house,
That's right. I mean, they've
Yeah.
got a report here that says what they had before they did that, so they haven't
See, what
done
happened
anything.
was they didn't give us the report until after we get a home inspection.
Ah.
And the home inspector said, I would recommend getting an engineer.
I
mean, they
and
should've-
then
they
they
should've-
showed you the report.
Yeah, they should have given it to us before we even made an offer.
Well, yeah, I mean,
And
that's
now,
disclosure.
and now it's
you
the
know.
broker. I mean,
That's bad business.
West is at the southeast corner, which would be this corner over here. So we can shoot that again.
mm-hmm.
See what we got. Then you got a little drainage over here. But,
But didn't you, go ahead, I'll catch you come back.
I was just looking at the fact that this is higher and running down toward the house here.
Talking about next door?
Yeah.
And then back here, like the gutter just comes down and she doesn't have a pipe taking the water out. So the water just stands by the foundation over here.
Okay, well, I would have noted that if it had been wet when I
Right.
was
But
here.
I mean, if you get all the water away from the house, shouldn't that
Yeah.
help?
Absolutely. Gutters are good, drains are good, keep the water away from the house is always good.
I thought you told me that by vertical cracks you're seeing in the brick or something, you think it's lifted rather than sunk.
Right.
So which is the high corner back here? Northwest is high corner or low corner?
The lowest elevation is the northwest corner.
That's back here, so if it's lifted right here.
Right.
Okay.
And that water's coming.
Yeah, you got a lot of water coming at you in that corner. So.
It won't be any problem fixing drain as long as utilities aren't an issue.
No.
They're usually supposed to be pretty deep,
Well,
but sometimes
you
they
can get
aren't.
those- You can get those marked too. All you gotta do
Yeah.
is call Mississippi One Call and they'll mark them. You
Yeah.
don't have to worry about them then. Yeah, this is gonna be the northwest corner.
Northwest corner, yeah.
So we're gonna measure, we're gonna set our 0 point here. Okay. Okay, so this point is about 1.5 inches higher than that point. And you're about 2.5 inches higher here at the foyer.
Fast. They get a pad and they form and finish them in 2 days, you know.
Yeah, this is the highest point in the house, and it's reading about a 4.4.
So it's right where it was.
So it's close, yeah, it's right there. So it hadn't moved any significant amount. It's right where it was when I looked at it before.
Yeah.
Just looking around, I don't see anything, but I'd rather go back and look at the report. Okay, so, well, let me start at the beginning.
I hear a phone ringing somewhere. Buzzing.
All right, I'm looking at some stuff on the outside, which I don't know if we want to go look at it or not right now in the rain. But the stuff I'm looking at is the vertical hairline crack it goes from hairline to a 1/4 inch in the brick veneer at the top left corner of the garage door frame. Well, garage door frames are where you're going to see cracks in brick veneer because you got a span there that's going to flex a little bit, and it's going to that's a first place you see it. Yeah, I mean that's the first
Yeah.
place you're going to see a crack in any house is at the garage door frame.
I don't mind getting out there and trumping if you don't.
Well, we probably need to. Colin,
Yeah.
will you get the umbrella for me out of the back seat of the car? Yeah. There might be two. There are two separated there.
Shoot, I thought that was just a failure of the caulk or something.
Well, that's the separation. That's it.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It don't look like it's got any bigger.
And there was a vertical crack in the brick veneer here. And
Yeah.
they fixed it.
Patch a little mortar over it.
Yep. So it's not there anymore. But it was here when I was here. Same thing here. It looks like vertical to hairline to quarter-inch crack at the top left corner of the garage door frame. See that patch area right there? They did a good job.
Yeah, they did. The mortar match is perfect on it.
But you can see if you look close, the joint is a little wider and the color is a little different.
Yeah.
But they did a good job of fixing it. All right. I guess I was talking about right in here.
Crack up at the top there.
Yeah, the fascia board where the fascia and the soffit meet there.
Yeah.
There was a half-inch separation there.
It looked like about that much caulk in it.
They added some caulk and made it look a lot better.
That board looks like it's warped a little bit anyway.
Well, that's just another indication of some movement.
Yeah.
Second window from the south end of the west wall. So that'd be this window. See right here where they fixed that crack?
Yeah.
That's the crack I was talking about.
Okay.
That's in number 5 on my report. That was a 3/4-inch crack. But it's a vertical crack. Diagonal cracks generally mean settlement. Vertical cracks generally don't.
It's got all the way to the bottom, isn't
You
it?
can see another one there. Okay. All right, let's see. The north window there.
All right, I'm getting confused. You saying vertical cracks indicates lifting,
Right.
but this is the low corner back
That's
here.
right. But there's been lifting, and that's what's. I mean, you can get movement on one end of the house and cause cosmetic issues on the other end.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a lot of water standing there.
Well, the way this house is built, it'd be easy to get a drain around there all the way to the street
Yep.
on either side, really. I don't know about between those driveways.
All right, we got a window on this east wall where there was a crack in the brick in here.
We're gonna go all the way around, probably.
So,
Yeah, window's separated right in there to the right of that window.
Yeah. Vertical 1/8-inch crack at the bottom right corner of the window. Yeah, you gotta look down there, but you can see a little crack at the bottom right corner of that window that's been fixed.
Yeah.
Vertical 1/2-inch crack at the top left corner of the window. You can see where that's been fixed.
When you say fixed, that literally means covered up.
Well, patched, yeah.
Patched,
I mean,
yeah.
it's a cosmetic fix. It's a cosmetic cover-up. One thing that I always tell people, don't let your gutter discharge right by your foundation.
Get it off.
Put
Right.
a splash pad in there or a hose and get it away from the patch. Separation between the top of the column and the beam over the front edge. Column and the beam over the front edge. All right, this is the column. That's the beam.
Is
So
it
there
over
was
here on this
there was a
side?
separation.
Right there. Or is that just the way the gutter's made?
Yeah. I didn't say how much of a separation it was, I just said there was separation.
Yeah.
I mentioned the hairline crack in the breakfast room floor, and then everything else is back inside.
Okay.
The hairline crack in the ceramic tile on the breakfast room floor, we all saw that. Typical hairline separations between the crown molding and the ceiling, which,
That every house.
yeah, I mean, that's why I call it typical. You're gonna see that in every house, but I just notice, I notice everything. Or I try to anyway. There are separations in the sheetrock joints in the corners of the tray ceiling in the master bedroom. Is that the master
That's
bedroom?
nice back
Mhm.
here.
Okay. Cracks around this corner in the master bedroom, tray, or in any tray ceiling like this. You see it, Colin?
Yeah, this runs along at the very top with the crown molding.
No, I'm not talking about the crown molding. I'm talking about a separation in a sheetrock joint.
Yeah, they patched it.
Well, and that is a cosmetic issue. What they do is they put a little metal corner on that thing, and if there's any movement at all, you're gonna see a hairline crack there.
A lot of the builders have started putting wood all the way around.
Wood trim around it, so.
Because then you
Right.
can't see it, because I
Exactly.
mean, they all do that.
They do, and it's, it's nothing to be afraid of. It's not an indication of foundation problems. It's just a cosmetic thing that you notice. Hairline separation in a sheetrock joint at the southwest corner of the master bedroom. Be that corner. And guess what? It's not there anymore. But if you look real close, it looks to me like it might have been painted. So. All right, horizontal hairline crack at the top right corner of the north master bedroom window. Horizontal hairline crack at the top right corner of the north master bedroom window. Nothing there.
Covering it all up.
Well,
Not covering it up,
you
but
know,
fixing it.
by giving you my report, that tells you what it was like on the day I was here, October of 2011.
So they just basically fixed all the cosmetic
Yeah,
stuff.
they went and that's nothing wrong with that. I think they should have given you the report before.
Yeah.
But now it looks good, and
I mean, when I go to list a house, if they need some caulking in places, I tell them to do it before we put the house on the market. So that's not like they just should have given us the
yeah,
report.
you get the report, then you fix everything, and then you disclose the report
Right.
before the fact. But the house is, I haven't changed my opinion about the house. The house is structurally sound. It doesn't need any foundation repair work. It's 4.5 inches more or less out of level. 4.2 is what it says before.
And that's across the whole
That's
house.
from the front, this back corner to that front corner on the opposite end of the house. And it's a pretty even, it doesn't all, just come at one time. It's pretty even slope all
Which is
the way
why you
through.
don't really notice it.
Right.
Could have been off some of that been built.
Well, you're exactly right.
When you build a house, can't it be up to like 2 inches off?
I saw a house out at Belterre, and I knew the guy that built it, and I'd done work for him before, and he called me and he said, I need you to come out and look at this house. And they were still building the house. He said, it's not level. And sure enough, it was 5 inches from one end of the house to the other.
On a slab.
On a brand new slab that hadn't even been
So
finished
it was
construction.
poured
It
off.
was poured 5 inches out of level. And he knew it, but they built the house, and a year later, when he sold it, he had me come back, and it was still exactly 5 inches out of level. Hadn't moved in.
Well, they formed it. He didn't tell Lauren that me and you were doing this 11 o'clock today, and I told him last night. She called me this morning, "Would you get with Mandy? Did you get with him?" I said, "It's all set up 11." I said, "I told Reed last night."
He's probably got a lot.
I'm hungry.